Hello students, today in this video actually I will be demonstrating here the salt analysis first part, that is the dry test for basic radical. Three tests today will be performed. One is the dry test to heating test, another is there the flame test and as well as the cobalt nitrate test. Now for the dry test to heating test, what we have to take? We have to take here a clean dry test tube. Okay, and test tube can be dried by like this way only. So after that, we have to put sample here. Today I will be showing you the basic radical of known sample. Here, just I am taking here the ammonium salt. Ammonium salt on heating, what it will produce? If we heat this ammonium salt by taking it in a dry test tube, then a white sublimate will be formed. Let me heat it. Okay. If you observe this one, that at the inner wall of the test tube, you see that the white sublimate is forming here. If we can see this one, this is the white sublimates are forming, and obviously gently we have to take the smell of this, and the smell is just like the ammonia. Means the pungent smelling gas ammonia is forming here. So on heating, this forms what? This forms here a white sublimate. That means this formation of white sublimates indicate that in the sample there is the NH4 plus. Now, next one, see, this is the dry test tube heating test. So the procedure is that first you have to make a dry test tube here by heating it, and afterwards you have to put a dry sample, then again heat it. On heating this one, if you get the white sublimate, then it will be the ammonium plus. For the zinc salt, it will be white when cold. White when cold and yellow when hot. And then for the copper sulfate, if you heat it, then copper sulfate means for the copper sample, generally it will become blue to colorless. So these are the things, means in dry test tube heating we can detect. Now, next test for the determination of the salt, that is very very important, which is known as the flame test. Flame test, it will detect the Ca2 plus cation and the obviously Ca2 plus, then barium 2 plus and the strontium 2 plus. So for that we need actually a platinum or platinum blue. Let me take here platinum blue. Okay. This is the new box, so let me open it. Okay, let me keep it aside here. And also, in a watch glass, we have to take what? We have to take a concentrated hydrochloric acid. Okay, let me take a few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid in this test. Concentrated sulfuric acid I have taken here, and at first hydrochloric acid I have taken here. Now I have to take this platinum blue here. First I have to heat it, and then I will touch with a sample. First sample I will be testing here, that is the barium 2 plus. And barium 2 plus, it will give a apple green color. Okay, I have taken some sample here. First let me heat this platinum blue. Okay, platinum blue. Now see that no color is actually showing here in this flame. Then I'm touching this one with this concentrated hydrochloric acid and with this sample. Then again see, if you touch it here, see that the color of the flame, that is the apple green flame is forming. This apple green color flame, or the light green or the grassy green also it is said, this formation shows that this sample contains Ba2 plus cation. See that the apple green color flame. Okay. Now once again just let me touch it here. Then you can observe this one. See that this is the apple green color flame is forming here. Now next sample we will be testing here, that is the Ca2 plus, for the conformation of Ca2 plus. And same thing, first we have to heat the platinum wire, then platinum wire, when it will not show any color, then, and also see this has been contaminated with the barium 2 plus, that's why still it is showing the barium 2 plus. Now see, now it is not showing any type of color in the flame. Then you have to take here what, calcium 2 plus salt. Calcium 2 plus salt. Okay, I have taken it here, calcium 2 plus salt. And after heating this one, I will be touched with the concentrated hydrochloric acid, then with the sample. And again see, if we touch it here, see that the brick red color flame is coming. Brick red color. Yes, it's brick red color flame is coming. As the brick red color flame is coming, so that this sample is actually shows that the calcium 2 plus is present here. Once again let me touch it here with the sample and then with the flame. Brick red color flame is coming. So that shows that there is the Ca2 plus present in the sample. Now for the flame test, another sample by flame test can be detected, that is the strontium. For strontium also, you can see we have to clean this one by heating it. See, it's not showing any type of flame now. Now we have to take sample. Strontium, it will show crimson red color flame. Okay. Then here sample I have taken, means I have touched the platinum wire with the concentrated hydrochloric acid, then with the sample. Then if I see that the crimson red flame is forming, crimson red flame, persistent. Crimson red means it will be a crimson red. See that the bright crimson red color flame is forming there, so that we can consider that this is the strontium 2 plus, SR2 plus. So this is about the flame test. Now next one we will be doing here, that is the cobalt nitrate test. And cobalt nitrate test generally is done for if the sample is white, as well as the means only for the aluminum 3 plus and the zinc 2 plus. Okay. Now for performing cobalt nitrate test, we have to take a charcoal block. And with the help of blowpipe, to make a hole here. A small hole we have to make. Yes, the small hole is made here. Then I have to wash it here, and then okay. Then sample. First we have to take sample here. Aluminium sample I am taking. Aluminium. Aluminium sample. Let me put it here. Then you have to heat it. with the help of a blowpipe. This will not work, so another blowpipe will be. Okay, you have to heat it by holding it with a holder, and that holder should be fixed like this. Then let me heat it strongly. Sorry. Just a drop of water so that it can stick over there. Okay, let me once again it has put up. Now after that we have to add here cobalt nitrate. A few drop of cobalt nitrate. Then again we have to heat it. Then you see at this side the Prussian blue color of mass is forming. The Prussian blue color formation of mass means that is the indication that there is a aluminium 3+. And for the zinc salt also same procedure will be followed. At first you have to make a hole here, small hole, and then we will be giving here zinc salt. Okay, then we will be heating it strongly. Zinc salt we are giving it here, and then we will be heating it strongly. Now we have to give a drop of cobalt nitrate. Then again we will be heating this one. Now there appears actually a small green color is appearing here. So that small or light green color appearing means that is the Zn2+ is present in your sample. So today in this video up to this. So in the next day we will be showing more videos. That's all. Thank you.